Well, hello everybody, welcome back. Are you ready to go racing once again? I know I certainly am. Yes, it's time for the Trackday Championship, round 5 here at Brands Hatch on the GP circuit. The lunch break is almost over. The marshals are on track, getting everybody ready to line up, and it promises to be a corker. 45 minutes mandatory pit stop. It's all going to go on here. We're going to stay up here for about 10 minutes or so for the first 10 minutes of the race. Then we're going to make our way down to the podium, and I'm going to run around the pit lane trying to catch up with as many people as I can. I did see Jamie Moore knocking around as well for Moore's Motors, so we'll certainly grab a word with him too. Straight after this race, don't go anywhere, stay with us. We're going to stay live as well because we've got race 1 of the classic touring car racing car, P83 and P83s in that one too. So we're going to be live for a good just over an hour or so in this feature, so stick around. I hope you're having a nice day. It is swelteringly hot here at Brands Hatch. It looks like the cars are just making their way out onto the track now. So your grid order for round 5 of the MSVT Trackday Championship looks a bit like this. It's Adrian Pottinger, the man on pole position in his Renault Clio. Jordan Honeybone in second place, also in his Renault Clio, the distinctive Apple Car Centre car. Then we got the Jackson Jones car, the VW Golf, the Team Hard Racing. It did have some damage though from qualifying. John Lyne starts in 4th, Kevin Sterling in 5th, Barry McMahon in 6th place, Dan Abbott in 7th. Then we've got Robert Gamble in 8th. Then we've got Wright Glover in 9th place. Then Dunster Kemp in 10th. That's your top 10. Then from 11 all the way down to 39, we have Darren Goes, Oliver Owen, the Wheeler Watling car. Then Jamie Jeffrey, Chris Reed, Charlie Polk, Ronan Quinn, Ben Taylor, Mark Russell, James Butcher, then Earl Chambers, Kelly Hadrell, then the Horny Gold car. Then we've got Alistair Earsham, Sean Fry, Reese Warwick, John Dundee, then the Pummel Robinson car, then Colin Wells, Will Arif, Christian Dean, Aaron Bunning, then the Thomas White car, then Lower Darcy car, then Les Conway, Ian Bonster on his first ever race weekend here, then Darren Robinson, Neil Luke, and the Wright car of number 46. That is your grid order. That is your 39 runners and riders down there, as you can see. Although, where is Adrian Pottinger? Where is he? Is he just late coming through? It might well be. So a nice big gap there for Jordan Honeybone. I can see at the minute. Line just behind in Tyler Motorsport. Tyler Motorsport leading the championship, by the way, overall. So remember, this is your show. If you've got a question, we definitely want to hear from you. Do get in touch with us. Tell us where you're watching from today. That's what we want to know. It is swelteringly hot. It is a beautiful day here at Brands Hatch. I'm decked out in sun cream, but although it's not too bad actually at the top of the media suite, there's a bit of a breeze and there is enough shade here to protect us quite nicely as well. What a grid this is, 39 cars in total. Still not too sure what has happened to Adrian Pottinger, who will start on pole position. So is that him coming down now? I think it is. Yeah, there he is. So there is Adrian Pottinger, just doing a bit of rallycross at the side to try and fit himself in here. He's going to have to go forward and reverse back in, isn't he? However, having said that, we're still missing somebody else, aren't we, alongside? Missed the line there. Let's have a look. So, yeah, the Jackson Jones, the VW car. We did see it did take some damage in qualifying. In fact, it brought out the safety. No, in fact, it brought out the red flag, I think, during qualifying. It's such a long time ago now, qualifying. It brought out the red flag, and it doesn't look like Jackson Jones, the qualified third. I don't think they're going to start this race. It's quite nice there, isn't it, for Kevin Sterling in 5th place. He's got a big gap in front of him that he can just slot nicely into. Will that benefit him in the quest to try and fight Honeybone, Pottinger and Lyne right at the sharp end there? This is going to be a cracking race. 45 minutes, of course. There is going to be a pit stop as well. I'm going to potter about the pit lane a little bit later to see if I can grab a word with some of the drivers down there. We'll bring you the podium celebrations too, and straight after we've got the P86, P83 classic touring car race as well, all live for your viewing pleasure. So do not go anywhere, stay right here. If you're watching on YouTube as well, Live Sport Now, There's a link in the body of the broadcast if you're watching it across Facebook or Twitter. Do head over to watch it on YouTube, just because if you comment in the live chat, we can put your comments on the screen as well. Make sure you hit subscribe as well to Live Sport now. We've got a lot more motorsport to bring you in 2022 and beyond as well. Plenty of live action throughout the course of the year. So any minute now we will get underway. They're just lining the last few cars. There's so many of them, of course, getting them into the right position. Let me just run you through that grid order again very quickly whilst we're up here. Pottinger on pole position, Jordan Honeybone alongside him, Jackson Jones not starting this race unfortunately due to damage sustained in qualifying. John Lyne then in 4th, Kevin Sterling in 5th, Barry McMahon in 6th, Dan Abbott in 7th, Robert Gamble in 8th, Wright Glover in 9th, Dunster Kemp in 10th, Darren Goes in 11th, Oliver Owen in 12th, then we've got the Wheeler Watling car in 13th, Jamie Jeffrey 14th, Chris Reed 15th, Charlie Polk in 16th, Ronan Quinn in 17th, Ben Taylor in 18th, Mark Russell in 19th, James Butcher in 20th, we've got the Earl Chambers car in 21st, and the Kelly Hadrill car in 22nd, and the Hornigold car in 23rd, and Alistair Essam in 24th, and Sean Frey in 25th. Then from 26 down to 39 we've got Reece Warwick, John Dundee in the Palmer Robertson car, Colin Wells, Will Aaron, Christian Dean, Aaron Bunnington, Thomas White car, the Lower Darcy car, Les Conway, Ian Bosler, Darren Robinson, Neil Luke and G&J Wright car number 46. Cars making their way round for their formation lap here at Brands Hatch. We're on the GP circuit. It's actually our first time ever covering a race at the GP circuit in 4 years of motorsport too. Can you believe that? Quite incredible. So the cars making their way round. We will be getting things underway sooner rather than later. What a day it is here. It's going to be just as hot as well tomorrow. It's the Festival Italia tomorrow here at Brands Hatch. If you're in the area or fancy a day out with a family, I'm assuming tickets are still on sale. I hope so. Do come on down. It's going to be a real treat. It'll be a lovely day, but do bring plenty of water with you and suntan lotion too. So of course the only problem with the GP circuit is that there is ever so slightly longer formation lap than the Indy circuit. Of course, Trackday Championship back at the Indy circuit later on in the year too. So we're going to have a fantastic race here, aren't we? 45-minute mandatory pit stop. Pottinger, Honeybone alongside each other. 1-2. This was how tight it was in qualifying. 0.004 of a second was all that was separating between Pottinger and Honeybone. So pretty much nothing as we look to get this race underway. Unfortunately, as we said, we've lost Jackson Jones, the car number 28, the VW Golf, the Team Hard Racing, an accident in qualifying. Unfortunately, up at Druids, brought out the red flag, and clearly the sustained damage has not been able to get fixed in time for this race. So round 5 of the Trackday Championship very shortly about to get underway here at Brands Hatch, and it's going to be very, very exciting indeed. Now we will bring you the podium celebrations after as well. So the cars are lined up in the correct order now. They'll just take their space, and it's going to be 45 minutes of intense weltering action here at Brands Hatch, the Trackday Championship live, round 5, and we are finally poised for an absolute classic here under the summer sun. So the cars lining up. There they are, Pottinger, Honeybone. So a nice big gap where Jackson Jones should be. And finally, we're going to get underway a little bit later than scheduled. At 1:35 was the scheduled start time. We're now pushing 1:45. But there's been a lot of action going on. We've still got plenty of time to finish things today. Later this afternoon, we've got the Track Day Trophy. And we've got the remainder of the Classic Touring Car races too, for another 4 racing time to bring you. The red lights are on. Here we go. It's time for round 5 of the Track Day Championship is underway. It looks like a good start by Line. What a great start by Line. But it's going to be Line who's going to take the lead of Tyler Motorsport into turn 1. Yes, he does. The Line leads off the line. Wow, perfect. Hey, didn't even have to make that one up. It gets a good lead too. Honeybone gets up to, well, stays in second place, but importantly gets past Pottinger, who did start on pole. So from pole position, Pottinger drops down to third as they're going around Druids. Is under an awful lot of pressure from those behind too. But it's the BMW Tyler Motorsport Line leading the way as they come down Graham Hill. Jordan Honeybone in second place. Everybody gets down and around Paddock Hill and Druid safely. Can they get round Graham Hill? Nice. Yes, they can so far. We are going racing here. How good is this? Number 46 on a few moves as well. Everybody round the first half of the track. Nice and safe. No incidents. We are go, go, go for round 5 of the Track Day Championship here live at Brands Hatch. Good stuff indeed. So we're now going to start settling in, get through the first couple of laps or so, let things settle in. And of course, don't forget we have the pit stops. That's going to be exciting too. We're going to bring you that action from the podium, so don't go anywhere. Stick around, stay with us. Jamie Moore, give me a wave down there. Look, there's Nick Jackson too. Hello boys. We're going to come down for an interview later. We spoke to Nick Jackson a little bit earlier. We are broadcasting on the Moores Motors Facebook page too. Do check us out, Facebook Live at Motorsport Now. That's where we're broadcasting to, and as well, of course, the Track Day Championship page. A number of others as well. Big thank you to all of our broadcast partners. And so Honeybone starting to put a pressure online there. So Jordan Honeybone going very well indeed. Actually had a decent start, but that BMW just had too much power, didn't it, off the line. So Line leading the way after lap 1. Pottinger drops down to third. Honeybone is in second place. Let me get TSL up and then I will have a little look through at how things are panning out here. Already number 46 is absolutely flying through the order. So Line leads the way from Honeybone, half a second, that is it, over the gap. We've got somebody into the pits already, it looks like it's Essam into the pits, so a car, number 1, the MX-5 of Essam into the pits, the BC Motorsport car, unfortunately after 1 lap. So Line leads from Honeybone, Pottinger in 3rd, Gamble in 4th, Abbott in 5th, Sterling in 6th, McMahon in 7th, Goes, what a start by Darren Goes by the way, started 11th, he's up to 8th, then Wright Glover in 9th, Dunster Kemp in 10th, Wheeler Watling in 11th, Polk in 12th, Jeffrey in 13th, Owen in 14th, Taylor in 15th, Butcher in 16th, Earl Chambers in 17th, Quinn in 18th, then the Wright car in 19th, Warwick in 20th, Hornigold car in 21st, Kelly Hadrell 22nd, Dean 23rd, Frey 24th, Arif 25th, Pumwell Robinson 26th, Dundee 27th, Wells 28th, then Bunning, Thomas White, Russell, Luke, then the Lower Darcy car, Bonser, Conway and unfortunately Essam in the pits, but coming out, I wonder what that was for. Is he going to go straight back out on track? Yes, he does. So we have a full complement of runners and riders, 36 in total. So Essam back out onto the pits, pulls in after lap 1. And already, as you can see, here comes Line. And Honeybone even closer, if anything. Jordan Honeybone absolutely flying in this race so far. We're only 2 laps in, but now starting to put a lot of pressure. The gap is 0.589 over the line. And still early days, but a lot of exciting action going on all throughout here. So fastest lap last time around was by line, a 1:48.393. Not a lot in it though, because Jordan Honeybone did a 1:48.466. We're just enjoying these cars coming around now, absolutely steaming around. It's hard to believe we're almost 5 minutes into this race already. Goes again, a mover on that last lap. So Darren Goes flying now, started the race in 11th, made up another place on that last lap. He's now up to 7th place. McMahon drops down to 8th, so keep an eye on Darren Goes, absolutely flying. So almost goes a little bit quiet, doesn't it, before we see the thunder of the Trackday Championship cars. There they are. Look at Honeybone again. He is absolutely right on the back bumper of line here. Can he get it closer? Can he try and make a dive? He's probably a little bit too far back to do anything into Paddock Hill, but can he get a good run and do something up into Druids? I'm going to keep an eye on that battle for you. So line leading the way, but Honeybone flying a little bit more now, 0.2 a second faster on that last lap. There's not a lot between him, 0.357. We've got a great battle on for the race lead here for round 5 of the Trackday Championship. Another car pulls into the pits. It's Gamble comes into the pits. Let's see that. Surely he's too soon to be making a gamble. So Line and Honeybone locked together. Pottinger comfortably holding on to 3rd place at the minute. No quarter given, no mistakes allowed. Sterling in 4th. Then Abbott holding on to 5th place. Goes again, moving, really going forward up to 6th place now, from 11th up to 6th. Darren Goes absolutely flying. And we have one of the Mazdas as well. I don't know if they're just getting out of the way. Is that Essam again? Yeah, I think so. I think we might have Essam back into the pits. It came in, if you remember, at the end of lap 1, and it's coming back into the pits again as Gamble is in the pits as well. So 2 cars currently in the pits. Far too early for that to be a strategy call. There's clearly issues with the car. So yeah, Gamble and Essam confirmation, both drivers in the pits. It's a swirling wind around here, and look, once again, here comes Line and Honeybone. This is going to be fascinating all race, this really is. We are in for a treat over the next 35 minutes or so. John Line and Jordan Honeybone right at the sharp end, going toe to toe. There's battles everywhere though, by the way, but John Line just gives himself a touch more breathing space. He just put in the fastest lap of the race, 1:47.973, although Honeybone also put in his fastest lap of the race, 1:48.064. So you can see pretty much the pair of them just trading fastest laps after fastest lap. I heard some tyres squealing there, but no, not to. Oh no, and down here, car number 46, I can see it. It's the right car, isn't it? Number 46 just down by me, unfortunately pulling in. It looks like the windscreen, if anything, has just missed it up completely too. So number 46, J Wright, unfortunately, they've been towed back. They look like they are out of this race, unfortunately. So it looks like we have our first retirement, although Essam's still in the pits in that MX-5. So J and G Wright, car number 46, the VW Golf, they have been towed back. They're out of the race. I think we've got one of the Ginettas just coming into the pits as well. Let me just see who that is. Quite a lot of action happening early on. There's still 36 minutes on the clock in this race. And it's Dundee into the pits. So Dundee pulls into the pits, number 69. In that Ginetta. Oh, got a bit of a power slide at the back there. Wow, that looked in the BMW. I don't know if you caught it on camera. You might have been watching the battle going on between John Lyon and Jordan Honeybone, because these two are keeping each other under an awful lot of pressure. Pottinger comfortably there in third place, maybe just thinking, go on guys, you fight this one out. I'm just going to keep my car in good nick and let you two just keep on going. And as we said, just keep trading. Honeybone was slightly faster than Lyon on that time around, so 0.334 was the gap over the line between our race leader, John Lyon, in second place, Jordan Honeybone, really going toe-to-toe here. We're 10 minutes into this race already. It really goes quick. Bit of action at the far side of the track too, but nothing particularly major. You're not missing anything where we're looking right now. Great place to be. Look, Dan Abbott right in the mix too. Keeping Sterling very, very honest. No mistakes allowed here, because if you do, you'll come under a lot of pressure. A change on that last lap. Russell moves up to 20th at the expense of Warwick. Something going on down at Paddock Hill. But do get your comments in. We want to hear from you. This is your show too, so stick around. Remember, as soon as this race finishes, we've got the podium celebrations. We've also got the P86, P83 Classic Touring Car race to bring you straight away as well. So I think starting to settle down a little bit in this race now. Probably commentator's curse, so it'll probably go off now. Oh, and Honeybone is past. So Honeybone, I've just seen it. I've just literally seen it pop up. Yes, Jordan Honeybone past John Lyon. So Honeybone takes the lead of the race. We've got friends and family watching over in Mexico, the Honeybone clan. Come on, guys, give him a message of support. He's doing well, isn't he? He's leading the race. Jordan Honeybone past, and the leader of this race in the Apple Car Centre Renault Clio. Great stuff indeed. John Lyon drops to second. Pottinger still right in the mix. Not a lot to choose between 1, 2, 3. Just 2.769 seconds between the top three. That is it. A few movers and shakers on the last lap too. Quinn has moved up to 16th place at the expense of Owen, who drops down to 17th. Russell and Warwick both move up to Russell up to 19th, Warwick up to 20th. The Honeybone car has moved down to 21st. And yeah, quite a lot of movement going on. Wells is up to 23rd now. The expense of Arif and Kelly Hadgel drop down to 24th and 25th respectively. Bunning moves up a space to 26th at the expense of Thomas White. Bonza as well. Ian Bonza, we spoke to him a little bit earlier. He's up to 29th place. It is his first race here today. Incredible stuff. Conway is up to 31st as well. So Dundee still in the pits. We've lost G and J right out of the race. So far they are the only first. Essam back out on track 2, by the way, I'm pleased to say, already been in the pits twice. Clearly some sort of issue, but perhaps now it's just that time. Let's use this as a bit of a glorified test session. I've had a good question come in actually on YouTube, talking about tyre pressures and what tyre pressures are they using. Well, it's a very good question, and it's one actually that I'm going to ask Jamie Moore when we get down there. If you've got any more questions, do keep them coming in. If I can't answer it, I'll find somebody a lot smarter than me to answer it. So very, very good question there. We'll go down and ask Jamie Moore very shortly. In fact, we are starting to get into the pit stop windows now, aren't we, as things start to sort of settle down a little bit on track. Things start to, you know, we're sort of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 laps in or so now. So things are starting to move in. What we're going to do, we're just going to move down to the podium. Don't worry, we're not going to go far. We're going to move down to the podium. And whilst we do that, we'll just quickly pop TSL on the screen so you can still see what's going on. I'll keep you updated too. And we're just going to make our way down to the podium, and then we're going to watch some of the pit stop action here live at Brands Hatch. So yeah, do stick around, do stay with us. So bear with us, we're just making our way. You're not missing anything on track, so don't worry. As we've said a few times, we are broadcasting the entire day off one camera. Try and get you as close behind the scenes as we are watching this. Actually, here we are right now. It's a great view, isn't it? It really is. We now make our way onto the podium here. So, a bit of action going on in the pit lane, as you can see. I'm going to run down very shortly, see if I can grab a word with Jamie Moore and get a bit of information on tyre pressures. As you can see, a lot of the teams waiting, almost time to get going. Let me go down and grab Jamie Moore. Started on pole position, as you can see, so a lot of activity going on down here now. We'll let Jamie go do his pressures and stuff, and we're going to ask him a question very, very, very shortly. Barney Lowe and Dean Long here. Carl's absolutely smoking a bit. Very busy. Let's grab a quick word. Sorry chaps, how are we doing? What's happened?
Oh, we've got, a pipe's come out, I think. We've got a bit of steam coming out.
Okay. We can fix it?
Yeah, we'll be good for the next trophy.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Hope so.
Cheers. Joe, we'll let you go do your pits and then we'll have a word, eh? Oh, there you go, pipe's come loose. Car 334, looks like it might be okay. It is almost like the M25 down here. It is that rammed. I'm just going to move down a little bit, see if anybody else is knocking around. It's a bit of a hyper activity. You kind of need to let people get on with it. Jamie, I've had a question. Because of the heat, what sort of tyre pressures are you running?
We're running normal pressures. We're just starting the cold pressures off a lot cooler. Yeah. Obviously, because the heat builds up and the pressure builds up from that. So just start them lower. It's the ambient temperature and the temperature of the tarmac.
And how's it going out there today? Because it's a bit of a different challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, we haven't been in Trackday Championship for a while now. We're just running Les in the number 62 car today. Yeah. Makes a bit of a change from KAs, but obviously the races are quite short for us. Yeah, that's it. So.
too bad. Go do some work. Here you go, look, I'm just going to push you to see how far I can go. Still got me? Oh, fantastic. Good stuff. Brilliant. Oh my word, more cars coming through. Let's get out of the way. Still got me? Oh yes.
No, it's all right.
So there we go, tactics going on in the pits. We promised it would be exciting, we promised an awful lot would happen down here, and it certainly has. It's alright. Tell us, how was it out there though?
It's hot, mate. Hot. Yeah, it's lovely hot. Yeah.
Track
good fun.
Just played a bit of havoc, or?
Yeah, but the tyres are holding up really well. These Triple Eights are epic, actually. I actually didn't actually consider they're going to actually last. You know, you sort of go, oh, Triple Eights are like toffee, but just come in with tyre pressures at 32, 36, and it's mint. And the car,
Really?
you just put it in there,
A
go.
lot of people have been asking about tyre pressures because of the heat. You've had to adjust.
Yeah, it came down 1 psi, and it seems to make all the difference.
Wow, okay, good.
So, no, thank
Well,
you.
good luck for the rest of it. Anyway, cheers, thanks for talking to us. Still a lot going on. I don't want to push you going too far down. So let's make our way a bit further on. Some action in the pits. How you doing? You right? Good. So I'm going to make my way back up to you now. Right, I am back, everybody, and I've just come across a few trophies as well. Look, I've just found this in the back. Look at that. That's actually third place Class C, but you can kind of get it, what we're getting at here. The first place trophies, I don't want to move them because they've actually got flowers coming out the top as well. You will see those a little bit later. How cool is that? I'll just pop this back and come back out, and let's get back to the on-track action, shall we? So here, looks like we have a safety car as well. So it looks like safety car is out.
That's fine, we didn't expect it.
Oh, well spotted. I didn't even realise that. I must have missed that. So safety car out. Must have been out for a while then. I think what we're going to do, whilst the safety car is out and not a lot of action is going to happen, we're going to make our way back up to the top for you to give you the best look. Let's just pop TSL on the screen whilst we head on up. back, everybody. We are under green flag racing again. We've just made our way back up to the top. Let's take TSL down. We're going to stay up here till the end of this race so you can see how things go. Then I'll nip down to the podium for the podium celebrations. And we'll try and make head and tail of what's just happened throughout the course of those pit stops as well. And entertaining a dramatic 10 minutes or so here at Brands Hatch. Making their way out. Just to refresh my TSL because it still said we had yellow flags, although I'm definitely not seeing any. Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. Honeybone leading the way, 1.205 seconds over John Lyon. Incredible stuff. We've got 20 minutes left on the clock. That is it. So Honeybone leads from Lyon. Pottinger in third. Sterling in fourth. Abbott in fifth. McMahon in sixth. At the expense of Polka drops down to seventh. Goes in eighth. Then Dunster Kemp in ninth. Wright Glover in 10th. Wheeler Watling in 11th. Then Taylor 12th. L Chambers 13th. Jeffrey 14th. Dean 15th. Butcher 16th. Owen 17th. Russell 18th. Quinn 19th. Warwick 20th. That is your top 20 runners and riders as it stands at the minute here at Brands Hatch live for round 5 of the Trackday Championship. If you like what you're seeing, you're enjoying it, you want to find out more about the Trackday Championship, you can. There's a link in the body. There's a last minute dive almost, it looks like, into Graham Hill there. That is between 171. It looks like it's between, we've got a great battle going on here, by the way, between Jeffrey Dean and Butcher. That was Dean trying to make the lunge there. Yeah, if you like, as I was saying, if you like what you see about the Trackday Championship, want to get involved, think I like the look of this, or just want to have a good look at the cars, you can head on over. There's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click, it'll take you straight through to the Trackday Championship website. So I can see why the yellow flags are out, of course, a bit earlier. One of the BC Motorsport cars is in the gravel trap at the bottom of Paddock Hill there, or halfway down Paddock Hill really. Now there's your race leader, by the way. It looks like John Lyon has got back past Jordan Honeybone. These have been locked together all race. It has been so exciting, it has been thrilling, and John Lyon retakes the lead of this race after getting Honeybone off the line at the very, very start. Wow, wow, wow. Last time around as well, Lyon really started to fire on those tyres too. He did a 1:47.758, fastest lap of the race. It was almost a second faster than Jordan Honeybone, so no wonder he takes the lead of the race. Is this going to be a tyre battle as the race goes on? There's still 17 minutes to go. It is baking hot. The temperatures in those cars must be absolutely sky high right now. It's survival of the fittest in and out of the car, really. So Wright Glover mover on that last lap tour up to 9th place at the expense of Dunster. Kemp. Dean moves up to 14th place. Russell moves up to 17th place. Dundee on the move as well. We have lost 4 cars from this. We've lost Wells, number 6, Thomas White, number 128. Lower Dust, we just spoke to them actually, haven't we, in the pit lane, the BMW, the 334. They are out of the race, and G.J. Wright, number 46, they are out of the race as well. So we still have, though, 32 runners and riders here. It's a wonderful effort from everybody. And we've got battles going on absolutely everywhere as well. So Lyon just goes over the line and goes even quicker this time. Or does he? Yeah, half a second. He's got the lead of the race. Fastest lap last time around as well, 1:47.418. Honeybone could only manage 1:48.278. So Lyon is now starting to put the hammer down a little bit. I just wonder if after a good half hour or so, that car is starting to come into its own. We've got 16 minutes left of this race. I've got to say, the driving has just been exemplary. It really, really has. If you want to have your say too, this is your show. Talk to us, tell us what you're thinking. Tell us where you're watching from. We want to know how many countries across the world are watching us live. Do comment below. If you're watching on Facebook, we can see the comments. Best place to comment though is over at Live Sport Now on YouTube. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. And if you do hit subscribe and comment on the live chat section, we will be able to show your comment on screen. That is pretty cool indeed. So Lion leads the way from Honeybone in second, Pottinger in third, Sterling fourth, Abbott fifth, McMahon in sixth, Polk in seventh, Goes in eighth, Wright Glover in ninth, Dunster Kemp in 10th, Wheeler Watling in 11th, Taylor 12th, Earl Chambers in 13th, Dean 14th, Butcher 15th, Russell 16th, Jeffrey 17th. We've got Owen, Quinn, Warwick, Bunning, Pummel, Robinson, Arif, Kelly, Hadrell. We just spoke to them, didn't we, actually, in the pits. Hornigold up to 25th, Bonsi, and Bonser, by the way, debut race, what a cracker he's doing. He's up to 26th, Conway in 27th, Frey 28th, Gamble 29th, Luke 30th, Essen 31st. We've lost Wells, Thomas Wright, Dundee, oh no, Dundee's still going, sorry, Lower Darcy and the G right car. Kelly Hadrell, by the way, making a move again. They've got past Arif on that last lap to move up into 23rd position. Social media, on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, Ian Waterhouse, that's the page you're on. Do connect with me. We're on Twitch at Live Sport Now. I would love to hear from you, and of course YouTube at Live Sport Now as well. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, do hit subscribe. So Line leading the way, in fact going even faster and faster now, 1:47.304 that last time round. Although Honeybone now really starting to get up to speed too, also 1:47.395, so not a lot in it at all between the pair of them. John Lyon, Jordan Honeybone have been going at each other all race, it's been fantastic. Adrian Pottinger comfortably sat in third place, just waiting in the wings for something to go wrong, but he does have Sterling only 3 or 4 seconds back, so it's got to be a little bit careful. Pottinger's just gone past me, and it might just be me, I didn't think his car sounded particularly great. Then we got Mahon there, Dan Abbott going well in that beautiful Honda. Polk and Goes starting 11th up to 8th, has been certainly going in the right direction. 12 minutes left till the checkered flag falls. Oh, we've got a lot of smoke coming out of somebody as well, an awful lot of smoke. They're just pulling off to the side. I wonder if they can make her out. I hope they're not dropping any oil or anything down there, because that would be very, very slippy indeed. I'll find out who it is for you. Last lap, Frey made the move, got past Conway to move up to 28th place. Dundee has now just got past the cars who have retired and is now up to 32nd. Conway dropping down the order a bit as well, because it looks like Neil Luke has got past him too. He's up to 29th. I wonder maybe it was Conway with that, what looked like a bit of a blowout there. Now, seeing Honeybone and Line just gone over the start-finish straight. Honeybone is flashing headlights, really is to try and put Line off as much as possible. So McMahon there, big mover, gets past. McMahon moves up to 4th place at the expense of Sterling. So Sterling's dropped down. Let's hope that's not a problem. It was just a decent move on track. There they are. There's Line in the blue BMW, Honeybone in the white, green, and Apple Car Centre Renault Clio. Those two have been having a great tussle. That is 1-2 in the race as well. Incredible stuff. Oh, and goes just as I say, just as I talk about Darren Goes. He's lost a couple of places. He's down to 10th now as it stands. Car number 22. Gamble's made the move as well, so Gamble is now up to 22nd at the expense of the car 124 Honeybone. And there goes that car. It has managed to make it round. I just want to see who it is. I'm worried because I think it might be Goes. And I think it is because Wright Glover have got past. Dunster Kemp are up to 9th. Wheeler Watling are up to 10th. Taylor's up to 11th. It's Darren Goes, pulls into the pits, and it looks like his car is very, very sick indeed. Number 62 Conway's in the pits as well, part of the Russell Conway with Jamie Moore, Moore's Motors, who we just spoke to. Going to get a bit of tannage on my shoulders. Now we've got a great midfield battle just about to come into your screen here. Let me have a look at that 182. So we've got Dino and Jeffrey Quinn all in that fight. What a great battle this is all through the field. We've got 9 minutes left on the clock. That is it. The checkered flag will be falling shortly. Just as I say, John Lyon, Jordan Honeybone just coming through an awful lot of traffic as well. I think it's just giving John Lyon just a little bit of breathing space there as they do make their way round. So Lyon leading the way, Honeybone in second, Pottinger still there in third place. Of course, Pottinger started on pole position, but Lyon got a lightning start, has traded first with Jordan Honeybone all throughout the race. McMahon up to fourth place, Sterling is in fifth, Abbott in sixth, Polk in seventh, the Wright Glover in eighth, Dunster Kemp in ninth, Wheeler Watling in 10th. Now we've got Taylor, Russell, Earl Chambers, Butcher, Dean, Owen, Jeffrey Quinn, Bunning, Warwick. That's your top 20 as it stands at the minute. Darren Goes, tragically, is just dropping down the order very, very fast indeed. He's in the pits. What a shame that is, starting 11th. Got himself up to as far as 7th at one point as well. And here comes that fantastic midfield fight again. Look at this. So it starts with Butcher, then Dean, then Owen, Jeffrey and Quinn. That's all for position as well, by the way. Oh, somebody's gone off the track there. I wonder if that's intentional to get back to the pits. Yeah, it is. So Butcher in 14th, Dean in 15th, Owen in 16th, Jeffrey in 17th, Quinn in 18th. What a magnificent fight we've got on our hands there. So who's coming to pits? It's Frey into, is it Frey? No, it's not. I just saw somebody definitely just came into the pits. I thought it was Frey. Gamble's made a position as well, expensive Ian Bonza. So Gamble up to 24th, Ian drops down to 25th. Neil Luke goes up to 28th. That's, of course, to get past Darren Goes, who's in the pits. So Lyon, we've got less than 6 minutes to go till the checkered flag falls. It is Lyon, Honeybone, Pottinger, McMahon, Sterling, Abbott, Polk, Wright Glover, Dunster Kemp, Wheeler, Watling, then Taylor, Russell, Earl Chambers, Butcher, Dean, Owen, Jeffrey Quinn, Bunning, Warwick. They are still your top 20 and going very strongly indeed. 0.824 the gap between Line and Honeybone. Not a lot as we come to the closing stages of this race now. Here's that, I'm just looking at the midfield battle. Line taking a wider line there around Druids. Honeybone a tighter line. It's going to give Line a good run down into Graham Hill as they come, but still just not a lot to choose between the pair of them, is there? There they are, 1-2 in the race. John Line in the Tyler Motorsport blue BMW. Jordan Honeybone in that Apple Car Centre. Leon, don't go too far back, you worry me on the stairs. So Line, Honeybone, Pottinger, Monkmahon, Sterling, Abbott, Pog, Wright, Glover, Duster, Kemp, Wheeler, Watling. Is that how it's going to finish in this race? That is your top 10. Has anybody got anything else left in the tank? Jordan Honeybone is 0.824 of a second behind John Line, who is in the lead of this race. He started in third. Oh, somebody's gone wide again. Somebody's gone wide, kicked up a bit of dust on the far side. They're okay. They're still able to carry on, but it has just dropped every ounce of momentum they had coming over the start-finish straight. I think it's number 99 as well, Jeffrey there. He's just had that momentum wiped out. Oh, is that Pottinger? Is that Pottinger's had a bit of a spin, I think, over at the far side? Oh, and another one's gone off too. There must got to be oil or something down there. We've just seen 3 or 4 cars. Pottinger just ran wide, had a bit of a spin, and it's dropping down the order. There's got to be something going on there. I've just seen another car as well, number 98, I think, kick up a bit of dust down there too. That's Polk. That's Polk too. So my word, big drama. Is there a bit of slippery track as they make their way onto the start-finish straight? I'm not seeing any flags or anything down there, but we've just seen 3 cars get into trouble in quick succession with only 3 minutes left on the clock as well. Could this throw a huge drama into the equation? So McMahon now up to 3rd place, Sterling up to 4th, Abbott up to 5th, Pottinger drops down to 6th, did manage to hold on, would have been 7th, but Polk did almost the same, I think. So we have 2.5 minutes left. The checkered flag will be falling very, very soon indeed. So will that make a few drivers think twice? Could it be who is bravest could take advantage up there now? Oh, red flag, we have a red flag. That will end the race as well, no doubt. I've absolutely no doubt that. There's only 2 minutes left. So red flag, is that? Let me just double check.
Came out at the same time. Yeah, okay. I'm pleased that Joshua Barrett's going down to do the podium for this one because it's going to take a bit of sorting out. So, yeah, John Line and Jordan Honeybone were both leading, but because they both made contact with each other and then spun across the track at Stirling's, they were both starting to get rolling again when the red flag came out, so they were running, but as the cause of the red flag doesn't mean this.
Okay, wow, have I got some drama for you? Do I have some drama for you? Jordan Honeybone, John Line, 1-2 they were on the track. They've had contact, they've hit each other at Stirling's, they've spun off, they've got back on track as you can see. We're not sure. That can't be the reason for the red flag because they're still going. But there's been contact made between the pair of them. They've gone off at Stirling's. So I would just wonder, is it oil or something down at the track? The reason why the red flag has been brought out, I'm not totally sure. But huge drama here for the Trackday Championship. Oh my word, unbelievable. Of course, the clock has stopped at 2:09. I really don't think we're going to see any more, really. So the cars are making their way into the pit lane, as you can see. Joshua here from track is just going to make his way down to the podium. I'm going to follow him very shortly, but I just want to make sure, is that the checkered flag? Because if it is, John Lyon is race leader, Honeybone in second, McMahon in third, Sterling in fourth, Abbott in fifth, Pottinger in sixth. But as we heard, there's been contact between Jordan Honeybone and John Lyon. We're going to get our shovel out and dig deeper into this and find out exactly what has happened. So I'm going to go to the podium now. I mean, surely that is going to be checkered flag as well. There's 2 minutes 9 left on the clock. That is it. You stay there, Leon. I'll go to the podium. Make a bit more head and tail of this. No idea, Joshua. Do you have any idea? I'm assuming that's checkered flag.
Yeah.
So I just spoke to Joshua down here. Looks like, yeah, that is checkered flag for the race. I'm just trying to work out whether or not they are actually going to come down to the podium. It's been big drama, but Lyon, Honeybone, 1-2. They all appear to be going into Parc Ferme. So, yeah, apologies. Let's just pop TSL on the screen, shall we, whilst we try and figure out exactly what's happened here. See you, boys. Now, according to this, John Lyon is your race winner, Jordan Honeybone in second place. So we think John Lyon is your Class B winner. Class C is Dan Abbott and Henry Wright also. So we'll just stick around. I'll see if I can grab a word with the driver shortly.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, so hopefully we'll get some drivers to chat to, because that is the only race that we'll get today, of course, from the MSVT Trackday Championship. We will see the Trackday Trophy back out later on, but that is just a series of one-off races, so a big 45-minute race for them as well. But yeah, Trackday Championship done and dusted for the day now. So coming up next, as we say, is P86 and P83 touring cars, and then we have the classic and modern motorsport tin tops and super saloons series that will be coming up as our fifth race of the day. Then we get the MSVT Trackday Trophy, and then we cycle back through all of our classic touring car races as well. We'll have a further race later on this afternoon for the P93s, the P03s and the Blue Oval Saloon Series, another race from the Classic Thunder and Jaguars, a second race for those that are just coming out now onto the grid, the P86s and P83s. Our final race of the day, scheduled to finish around about 6:20 this evening for the Classic and Modern Motorsport Tops and Super Saloon Series. So plenty to keep you busy today, plenty to keep you busy tomorrow here as well at Hatch when we move from the Grand Prix circuit to the Indy circuit, when we have a celebration of all things Italia with the annual visit of the Festival Italia here with the likes of the Pirelli Formula Classic that will be out on Thursday.
Rather you than me.
So welcome back everybody, just trying to make head and tail of what's going on. Looks like John Lyon was your overall race winner. Still no sign of the drivers for the podium. If they do come up, I will quickly run down. But quite a bit of confusion there, red flag finish. So we are going to turn our attention now to the Classic Touring Car Racing Club. Back to it, Pre-66 and Pre-83s coming up very shortly indeed. In fact, a couple of cars starting to promote. Jordan Honeybone, I can see just making his way down. If we get a chance to nip down to the podium for the Trackday Championship, we will. Big drama, big excitement indeed at the end of that race too. It'd be fascinating to hear from the drivers, it really, really would. Although I think we're going to start lining things up very quickly for the Classic Touring cars. We are supposed to be off the podium, I think, when the racing action happens, so it depends how quickly things get out and about. 15-minute race coming up, race 1 for the Pre-66, Pre-83s. A bit of oil being spilt on the track too, actually. At the approach into Paddock Hill, I can see it, and I just saw the marshals at the far side of start finish straight just checking a few bits and bobs too. So welcome back if you have been tuning in. Plenty of drama. So it looks like we have a little bit of calm before the storm. I might just see what's going on with the podium. Got a couple of drivers making their way down. I think I'm just going to nip back to the podium quickly and just see if we can't chat to some of the drivers from the Trackday Championship race, because it was absolutely fascinating, wasn't it? It was a thriller. Don't worry, you won't miss any of the action of the Pre-66, Pre-83s. I'm just going to go for a little walk, see what I can catch up with behind the scenes. I'll let you enjoy beautiful scenes here at Brands Hatch. It is glorious today. Well, still no drivers. I don't know if you can see me down here, but I'm on the podium. Still no drivers as we prepare for the next race, Classic Touring Cars Pre-66, Pre-83s. Are we having any drivers, Josh, do you think?
Doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it, does it? No. I did promise Stuart Garland I'd be down here for it, and yes. At some point, they'll get their trophies, no doubt. At some point. So we've still got a lot to come up for you today, as well. As we said, race 1 of the Pre-66 and Pre-83s. That's coming up now, any second now. You can see the marshals on track. As soon as the race starts, we're not supposed to do the podium anyway, so we'll have to make sure we won't be sending the action for the Pre-66 83. After that race, we will come down, though, and catch up with the podium for the Classic Touring Cars. There they are, actually starting to come to the grid already, so I'm going to make my way back up. If we get a chance to do the podium, we will come down. Oh, we've got a couple of drivers here. We've got a couple of drivers here as well, so we'll have a quick word with them. Don't worry, we won't miss the action here either. How was it out there, chaps? All right? Hot?
Very, very hot.
Henry Wright and Kevin Glover, congratulations on winning Class D. Henry, did you start the race?
Henry started.
Yeah. Let's have a chat with Henry. How was the first stint? Looked quite busy out there.
Yeah, it was pretty busy at the front, mixing it with the cars in the higher class, but found a bit of space and managed the temperatures and the tyres, and just it was a race of attrition out there today, so it's just a case of managing it and bringing it home to give to Kev.
And then the pit strategy, that seems to actually end up being quite well, going a lap later than everybody else.
Yeah, it seems to be the case, like you say, whilst you're at race pace and you're waiting to catch up with the safety car, seems a sensible option to keep out there and get a bit of a headway, so yeah, it worked for us again today.
And then Kevin, the second stint there for you, I guess you know there was a big gap to the other class riders.
Yeah, I was slowly watching the gap, keeping an eye on Jamie Jeffrey. He's our next closest rival, and we were just slowly pulling like a second or two per lap on him. So I knew we had a good safety margin. It was just key to then try and get a good one on that safety car period. And again, it's worked for us a couple of times this year where we've stayed out just that one lap extra. And it just gives us one more lap of kind of race pace before we then come in and do the change.
And enjoy racing around this track, I'm sure.
Love it. Paddock Hill is one of my favourite corners. It's just really hot. It's difficult to enjoy it on a day like today, but just a race of reliability, really.
Well, congratulations to you both. Our Class D winners from the MSVT Trackday Championship, Henry Wright and Kevin Glover. Mark, I don't think we're going to have our
Have it to yourselves, boys. Enjoy. Basket in. Right. Right, I'm going to make my way back up to the top for the start of this race. So here we are, Pre-66, Pre-83s, looking absolutely delightful here. Yes, welcome back. We're going to get into the track action now. No more waiting around. It's time for 15-minute sprint race here, the Pre-66, Pre-83s. As we get underway for our formation lap. And your grid order will look like this. On pole position outright for the Pre-83s and Class C, Stephen Primmett in second place, Graham Scarborough. Then in third we have Jason Christie, then Mark Lucock, Mark Chollerton, Peter Halford, Malcolm Jeffs, David Osborne, William Davison, Piers Grange, Jonathan Corker, Graham Smith, David Thomas, Nigel Cox, Stephen Cripps, Robin Slater, Anton Martin, Colin Claxton, Alex Williams, Bill Kennelly, Malk Best. Then we got the Davis car in the Pre-66 Class C, M and J Davis, James Ibbotson will line up 23rd. Then James Everard, David Margulies, Neil Bray, Douglas Hill, Kevin Bottomley, Gary Fletcher, Kevin Swan, Nathan Williams, Cokerhaven and Truslove. Then Michael Loveland, Nathan Beresford, Luke Wilson, Keith Evans, Freddie Brown, Andrew Messam, then Watson Elliscar, they're sharing that one, and Steve Evans, Ed Gibbs, Tom Dodwell, Keith Wright, Tom Harvey and Pat Kennelly. 45 runners and riders. It's the pre-66, pre-83 here at Brands Hatch on the GP circuit. My word, do they make an incredible, incredible sight. If you love classic cars, this is the place to be right now. If you want to find out more about the Classic Touring Car Racing Club, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. Do go and give it a click. Why on earth would you not want to find out more? Even if it's just to look at the cars. I mean, why not? Why not indeed? So as soon as this race finishes, we'll do the podium. Then we are going to head off for a very, very short break. Whilst we just set up for our extended afternoon session, where we will be bringing you the MSVT Trackday Trophy, round 5 for them. Then we've got our second races for each of the Classic Touring Car sections, the Boss Pre-93 03 section, the Thunder and Jaguars, and of course the second race for the Pre-83s. Pre-66 category championships, sorry, I should say, that we have currently about to take the green lights here. It's about to get underway. Stephen Primmett, of course, a regular winner. He lines up on pole position. Can he do it again? The smart money is on yes, and there they are up the top. So let me just run through your top 10 order again. So Stephen Primmett on pole position, outright as well for the pre-83s. On pole position for the pre-66 is Piers Grange there in his Ford Mustang. Certainly keep an eye out for that. So Graham Scarborough is alongside Primmett in second place. Then Jason Christie, Mark Lucock, Mark Chollerton, Peter Halford, Malcolm Jess, David Osborne, William Davison and Piers Grange, as we just spoke about, on pole for the pre-66, will line up 10th on the grid as you look at it. And here they come now. Right, here we go. Are you ready to go racing? We've seen some thunderous racing so far, and it's about to get loud again here at Brands Hatch. The crowds are excited. I'm excited. The track is baking hot here. The last few cars just lining up at the back. It's almost time for lights out here. Race 1 of the Classic Touring Cars Pre-66, Pre-83. The engines are starting to roar here. The 5-second board goes up. The red lights are on. Here we go. And it's lights out and off we go. Who gets the good start? It looks like Scarborough gets a good start. He almost gets sandwiches together. I think Primmett is going to have the inside line as they go down Paddock Hill. Yes, Primmett just about manages to hold on. Can he? Didn't get too tight a line, did he? He's going to run down the hills. Everybody getting through so far, fingers crossed. I don't want to speak too soon, but everybody has so far got around the Graham Hill bend. A very, very difficult corner. Paddock Hill, not Graham Hill. They're coming up to Graham Hill very shortly, aren't they? In fact, Stephen Primmett now, your race leader, he's coming up to Graham Hill, coming down to it rather, I should say, as the rest of the midfield go through Druids. Through he goes, nice and safe, and it is Primmett who leads the way overall in the pre-83 category. And I think Piers Grange is managing to hold on to the lead in the pre-66. James Iverson just doing a little bit of off-roading there too, but he's managed to get it back on. No problems at all. Everybody through safely. We are racing here at Brands Hatch on the GP circuit. Yes, we are. This is great. So good start indeed from everyone. So lap 1 well underway, and it is Primmett leading the way once again. Not a huge surprise there, is it really? But he's go, go, go for it. And here they come now. There is Primmett. He's really starting to stretch his legs a little bit, isn't he? I spoke to Stephen a number of times in the winner's circle, and so far it's looking good for him too. He's going to lead after lap 1 for the Pre-83, Pre-66 Classic Touring Car races in the Pre-83 category. And the cars come steaming over now, and it's Primmett leading away from Osborne. Scarborough, who started in second, now into third place. I'm just going to keep my eye on Paddock Hill for everybody. Lucock in fourth, Charlton in fifth, Christie in sixth, Davison in seventh, Jeffs in eighth, Holford in ninth, Cripps in 10th, Grange in 11th, Cox in 12th, Claxton in 13th, Slater 14th, Fletcher 15th, Everard 16th, Williams 17th, Martin 18th, Heel 19th, Ibbotson 20th, Best 21st, Swan 22nd, Kennelly 23rd, 201 Kennelly, then 52 Kennelly 24th, then Davis 25th, Margulies 26th, Marisford 27th, Truebeloved 28th, Loveland 29th. There's a lot of love going around. Williams in 30th, Brain 31st, Thomas 32nd, Evans 33rd, Wilson 34th, then Gibbs. We've got yellow flags. Yellow flags are out. I'm not too sure why. It looks like as they head off onto the GP circuit, maybe up near Pilgrim's Drop or something, but we do have a waved yellow flag. And we've got it on the start-finish straight as well. That's not normally a good sign, is it? Let me just see. And we have safety car. Safety car is out. So we have the safety car. And it does look like somebody's gone into the wall at the top. I didn't see it. I think you've got it on the camera, haven't you? I didn't actually see it. So safety car is out. Looks like I see a few tyre marks. So I didn't actually see it myself. I was looking at the other side of the track. As I said before, we are broadcasting this on one camera today. The safety car is deployed with 11 minutes on the clock. Now, I'm not too sure who it is, but we do know Primmett leading the way, of course. Let me just have a little look at TSL.
I'm going to go get the drivers for the Class D and Class C podium.
Yeah.
We're not doing B at the moment because of the incident.
Oh, we've done this one.
We've done that already?
We've only done these two.
Oh, okay, cool. Right, nice. So, do the Class C podium?
Yeah.
Do you want that for their names?
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, let me just quickly write down the
So they're doing Abbott, Polk and
92, 98, and 12. Cheers.
So chat to the chap from MSV there. It's going to, might actually be able to get the podium done with the Class D car. Dan Abbott, Charlie Polk, and Dunstan Kemp as well. We'll see if we can get those guys. So yeah, big drama indeed. here for the P83s, P66. Just hope everything's okay. Looks like drivers are out of the cars, doesn't it? I can see the helmets. So fingers crossed everybody's okay. We do only have 8.5 minutes left to go. It looks like there's still going to be a fair amount of work to do over there as well. We've had this situation a couple of times today, haven't we, already? So just bear with us whilst we try and work out what's going to happen here. It looks like the drivers are okay. Safety car's going to stay out obviously a little bit longer. I just wonder if they're able to get that fixed up there. 8 minutes left to go. Whilst this is going on, I'm just going to head down to the podium because I think I might be able to grab a word with Dan Abbott, Charlie Polk from the Trackday Championship because it looks like this could go on for a bit of a while. The tractor's just moving, so just bear with me. Let's keep the camera on the cars going around for now. I can sort of call you if I can get the drivers and see if we can have a word from the Trackday Championship other class. How you doing, mate? Right. Right, Effie, can you hear me? Have you got me? Thank you, Lil. Jolly good. Yes, here I am. Safety car's still out, of course. I've come down to the podium. We are going to see if we can grab a word with a couple of the drivers from the Trackday Championship, if possible. We've still got safety car out, haven't we, in this race? The tractor's still there. A bit of work going on over there. Let's just hope the driver's okay. As soon as we get word, we will let you know, of course, as well. That's the most important thing. It really, really is. 5.5 minutes left on the race. I just wonder what they're going to do. It's still behind the safety car. Just confirmation, Primmett is leading the way, by the way. Scarborough in second, Osborne in third, Lucock in fourth, Christie in fifth, Deverson in sixth, Jeffs in seventh, Cholerton in eighth, Holford in ninth, Cripps in 10th. Just having some water, so the safety car still stays out, doesn't it? So we are just waiting to see. I'm back. As you can see, I've just been having a nice bit of water. We are waiting. Not yet. I'll let you know. We'll put the camera back on the cars as soon as they do come around. It's not ever what we want to see, is it? An incident or anything like that. I'm just trying to see who it is. There is the ambulance and medical car over there, so we won't put the camera on that. Fingers crossed everything's okay. As soon as we know, we will let you know as well. It is motorsport. These things do happen, unfortunately. So we have less than 4 minutes to go. Are we going to finish this? I mean, they're not going to get all of that sorted, I don't think, in the 4 minutes. So I imagine I won! So 3 minutes to go. I'm just on the podium actually, just trying to see if I can catch up with any of the cars, any of the drivers from the Trackday Championship. Obviously not a lot happening, unfortunately, with the P86, P83s. We've got another race to come later too, so we will bring you that action as well. And with 3 minutes left on the clock, it's not looking like we are going to have any more green flag racing, unfortunately, in this race. Are you waiting for... Don't know where they are. So the car's just coming around once again.
Charlie's just on his way, and then we'll have all three.
Perfect. So you got me, Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, and then Dan Abbott and Duster Kemp on both outsides.
Oh, brilliant. Cool. All right.
The tracks out there already.
Yeah, shall we?
Yeah. Class C.
Class C. Yeah. It's championship, isn't it? Class D, Class C, isn't it? You can do the good one. Oh, sorry, hang on, we may well have, I can see it's been cleared now at Paddock Hill. Maybe we might get a lap, maybe. Where are they now? Just trying to see. Liam, if you come back to me, actually, I've got a couple of the drivers about to come over, I think. I just wonder, we might just wait to see if we can get the end of this race. There's only a minute left on the clock, so will we get one lap of racing? We're going to find out. Primmett leading the way. Yeah. So we're just waiting to see what happens. There's only 35 seconds left on the clock. Are they going to try and go one lap racing? Primmett, of course, leading the way from Scarborough, Osborne, Lucock, Christie, Davison, Chess, Chorlton, Halford, Cripps, Grange, Cox, Claxton, Slater, Fletcher. And we are going to have one lap left. Here we go, one final lap. It's the last lap shootout. We get some great drama here, don't we? And off they go. Primmett leading the way from Scarborough, Osborne. Who's it going to be? Right at the end. It's been worth the wait, hasn't it? Don't go anywhere. Stay with this for one final lap. So here we go, one final time, one last lap chance. Great job, by the way, by the marshals and everybody here at Brands Hatch to get us going for one final lap. Can they make it? Can they make it stick? Here we go, one big push. As soon as the race finishes, come to us because we're here at the podium as well. So fastest lap in the race, Stephen Primmett, a lot earlier on in the race, a 1:56.850. Haven't really had a great deal of race time at all, have they? But here we go. So Primmett, Scarborough, Osborne, Lucock, Christie, Davison, Jeffs, Chorlton, Halford, Cripps, Grange, Cox, Claxton, Slater, Fletcher, Everard, Williams, Best, Martin, Kennelly. That's your top 20. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Stephen Primmett, Scarborough, Osborne, Lucock, somebody else? Grange going well in the Pre-66s too. Almost time. We're going to see them. I'm going to see them very, very shortly coming up over the start-finish line. The checkered flag is out. What an incredible job by everybody here at Brands Hatch, by the way, to get this going and underway. So I think Primmett is holding on. There he is. There is Stephen Primmett. He's going to come over. And is it going to be? It's going to be neck and neck on the line. Oh my word! I think it's just Primmett from Scarborough by 0.029 of a second. Christie in third, Davison in fourth, Jess in fifth, Jonathan in sixth, Prince in seventh. Wow, what a finish! What's happened to Osborne and Luke? They've chopped down the order magnificently.
Slight change of plan. We're doing the B one first. We've got all three of them.
Wow, what a finish. Great job by everybody here at Brands Hatch. We've managed to get it done. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations, Steve Primmett. Won it by 0.029 over the line. Scarborough in second place. Davison in fourth. Christie in third. Davison in fourth. Jess in fifth. Jonathan in sixth. Cripps in seventh. Halford in eighth. Grange in ninth. Osborne in 10th. Claxton in 11th. Cox in 12th. Then Best, Slater, Everard, Fletcher, Kennelly, Ibbotson, Martin, Margulies, Beresford, Truslove, Davis, Thomas, Swan, Bray, Williams, Loveland, Messam, Wilson, and we've got Evans and Lucock, Williams in the pits, Gibbs, Ellis, Wright, Kennelly, Dodwell, Hill. Incredible stuff indeed. Leon, if you can hear me, if you want to come down and join me, we'll pop TSL on the screen and we're going to do the podiums from the Trackday Championship. Yes, sir. Right, that's it. In Mexico.
How hot was your beer?
Did you hand out the trophy for first?
Yes. Yeah. Okie dokie, right, let's drop TSL down because we're about to do the podium now for Class B of the Trackday Championship. Let's have your race winner first of all, shall we? Shall we get to John? You come out first. Come on out, you come.
Cheers, mate.
There you go, top step of the podium. Jordan Honeybone, second place. Well done, Jordan. We'll have a word in a sec. Adrian Pottinger in third. Congratulations. He's got a can as well. Good lad. Good lad. Congratulations, guys. You get sprayed the water.
Spray the water.
Get your trophies up in the air. Look, you got. I don't know if these people want to take a picture of you lot. No, I don't care about you lot.
Yeah, qualifying place, but nothing else.
Let's have a quick chat as well, can we guys? John, let's talk to you first. Congratulations, Jordan.
Cheers,
you
thanks
and
a lot.
Jordan are going toe to toe all throughout the race. Right?
Yeah, it's a wicked race. Did really well. Kept it clean most of the time.
Bit of a
But no, it's good. Yeah,
Jordan, what happened there?
Well, it's just oil absolutely everywhere. Oil or antifreeze, something on the track. He caught on the slippery stuff. I was sort of going for it, and then I got onto the slippery stuff. Couldn't stop, and we just sort of collided into the back of him. There wasn't anything I could have done.
It's one of those. It is a racing. It's these things do
Yeah,
happen.
it's nothing, no malice in it. It's just how it was. It just happens sometimes.
What are you going to do with your flowers?
I'll just wear them for the next week or two.
Congratulations, Adrian. Let's come to you because obviously started on pole. Looked a fairly solid. You were out on your own for a little bit, but then it looked like you had a bit of a spin or something. You had a bit of drama down there.
That was some oil antifreeze or something. Yeah, to be just left rear unloaded. But yeah, I was 110 degrees. The car was telling me to stop and not go. So, and the clutch slipped as well. So I was just an engine management race really.
Very well, you've got a nice little trophy to take.
Couldn't get involved, but yeah.
He's got a nice beer as well. Good lad. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Your Class B, John Lyon, Jordan Honeybone, Adrian Pottinger there as well. Right, I think we're going to. Well done, buddy. Cheers, John. I know we've got Dan Abbott in here, aren't we? We're going to do Class C now. Are we doing Class C? Yeah, Class C. Let's go for it. We've got car number 12, Dunster Kemp. Where are you chaps? Here we are, boys. Come on in. Out you come. Third place. Well done. Way! No. That's right. Who have we got then? In second place, Charlie Pogg. Charlie, come on, mate. Well done, buddy. Congrats. Good luck. Good work. And of course, your race winner, Dan Abbott. Out you come, Dan. Oh, that's who they were waiting for. Dan, let's come to you for a dramatic race out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great race. Yeah, good battles with the safety car, made it a bit interesting right at the end there, and then the last few laps were a bit risky with the fluid that was down. But yeah, we're all lucky to come to the end, I think, in some cases. But yeah, it was great fun.
Must be happy to get the win, right?
Absolutely, always happy to get a win, particularly on I think my favourite track and my local track. So it was great to have won here again.
Charlie, let's come to you. Things get a bit hairy at the end, a bit of antifreeze and all sorts out there.
Yeah, I went for a drift on the last corner and it came to an end there. I was catching Dan slowly but surely, but great result anyway, so happy with that. So yeah.
Quite a unique experience, GP circuit, a bit different. Don't often get to go on it, do we?
No, I don't really know that well, so it's my second time ever, so it was enjoyable.
Made it look easy. Well done, congratulations, boys. Strategy, good strategy, happy with how it went?
Yeah, I mean, we had to do what we had to do really with the safety car.
Yeah.
Came in, it sort of dictated it for us, but yeah, it was a good race.
What's it like driving on the GP circuit?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great to be able to come here and experience the GP loop. You don't get many opportunities to, and the car went really well here. Pro-Am did a great job prepping it after a little incident at Snetterton as well, so yeah, very happy to be here.
Exactly, put that one to bed. Take a trophy home, boys. Well done, congratulations. I think these people might want to take some photos of you. So if you all get on the top, so all get on the top and have a picture together, eh? All right, Stephen.
You done?
We meet again. Cool.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Sorry, Sonia. Well done, boys. And stay with us now. We're doing the Classic Touring Cars P86, P83, and Mark Farrell's going to take over for this one.
Championships. We'll start with the P83s to start with, and we'll bring out the top three overall in the P83s. Onto the podium, you will please. Finishing in third place, Jason Christie. Onto the podium, well done, Jason.
Go on, Jason.
Second position.
Well done.
It's Graham Scarborough on his 70th birthday. Happy birthday.
Well done, Graham. Oh, what a finish. My word.
Top seven podium and 6 wins in P83 this year. Going the way of Stephen Bremett. Well done to Stephen.
Stephen, you've got to stop meeting like this. More often the better.
They've already got their garlands. So we'll get them all top step of the podium, and there we go. The top three drivers all ready to go, and now we'll jump them on down before we have a quick chat, if we may, about the race. So come on down, Stephen, because it's a tall old podium. You're a tall old chap. A race that almost wasn't a race, and what a sprint it was when we finally got the restart underway.
Yeah, I got the impression that I was going to end it underneath the safety car, and I thought, that is so hollow. But then I could see him speeding up, and I thought, here we go, we're on. So, yeah, brains out, and Skid almost nipped me by about a millionth of a second, I think. So, lucky.
Well, it got the legs in a straight line. Thankfully for you, that the white painted line is directly opposite us. If it had been another 10 yards further up, it could have been a different story.
I think 1 yard further up, I think. Yeah.
Frustrating that you didn't get much racing, but still good fun.
Yeah, it's a real shame, but obviously that last lap did make it pretty exciting.
Hopefully we get the full duration later.
Let's hope so, yeah.
We'll grab a quick word with Graham. Wow, that was close.
It was close. I think that must have been the closest finish for the first that I think I'd ever had. And I've been racing for 45 years, so I don't think I've been that close. But anyway, it's great fun. Steve deserved it. Very nimble car, that Escort, but there you go. Didn't quite make it stick, but second's pretty good. Not bad for an old age pensioner.
Not bad for a 70-year-old. Happy birthday, by the way. It's a long old bonnet on the Ford Capri. Could you tell that it just got you?
Yeah, well, I could actually. I wasn't expecting the checkered flag to be out, and had I known that it was out, I might have just given it a bit more earlier down the straight. But that's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, I hope the guy in the helmet imp's okay. The one that went off a paddock. I hope he's okay.
He's fine. He got out of the car, so we think he's fine, Graham. Thanks for asking. And then we'll grab a quick word if we can with Jason Christie. Jason, you were involved in a fantastic fight there.
Yeah, it's good. Pretty. It couldn't have gone on a bit longer. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
We'll try and correct that for race 2, shall we? We'll try and correct it for race 2.
Yeah. So race 2 will be hopefully a different race. I don't know my last one. I feel bit exhausted now.
Get some drink on board and we'll hopefully see you later on. We'll get the P86 drivers out, so we'll let the P83s leave.
Well done, boys.
Oh,
See you later.
See you later.
See you later as well. See you later, Stephen. I hope so. Probably.
Cox, who finishes in third position. Congratulations to him. Finishing second in the 366 was Piers Grange, who makes his way. Top step off the podium. Win the 366 category goes away. Pete Holford, who heads onto the podium now. Two Mustangs and a Ford Martini on top. 3 steps of the 366 podium. And now that we've got the drivers on the podium, we will grab a very quick word, if we can, with Pete Holford. How do you read the cars?
I got laryngitis anyway.
Oh, bless you. Brands Hatch, always nice to see you here at Brands Hatch. We've got the weather for you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't quite have as many racing laps as we wanted.
No, not many at all. Anyway.
Well, congratulations. Well, Lee has got laryngitis. Quick word with Piers Grange. Piers, nice to see you out in Pre-66.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, enjoying every minute of it. Enjoying the sunshine as well.
Something a bit very different to the Ford Escort.
Yes, it's a little bit more challenging to drive than the Escort. The Escort's just easy. This is pretty challenging.
Shorter race meant it perhaps wasn't as challenging on the tyres and the brakes as otherwise it would have been in this weather.
Yeah, that's true, and the engine was getting quite hot in qualifying, so it's nice to just keep those temps down a bit as well.
Well done, and we'll grab a quick word if we can with Nigel Cox, who finished in 3rd place. Nigel, wasn't much of a race, but we got something in.
We did. It's about 3 laps. Yeah, it was fine, but it wasn't spoiled. It wasn't spoiled.
Hoping to have a full race duration later on and maybe bring the fight to these guys.
Certainly hope so, and also drive a bit better.
Well, there we go. There we go. That's it from down here on the podium.
Right, that's it from us as well. We're going to go for a very, very short break. Next race we're not covering. We're very, very short break, and we're back out for the MSVT Trackday Trophy, and then we've got the second races each for all of the classic touring cars. We're going to go to a short break. We'll be back soon in literally 15-20 minutes. Don't go far.